Hey guys, so today we're going to make some treats that you could give to your friends or family this holiday season, and they're going to be personalised Christmas soaps. You don't need many items to make this. I've got more than I need just to show you a few ideas of what you can do, but you will need some soap. You can buy this at Walmart, Asda, wherever you usually go shopping, and it's really not expensive. This pack here cost me £1 and I have 5 bars. I'm only going to use one, so that will just give you an idea of how much this can cost. Here I have some green food colouring and some red food colouring. You can go for one colour, you can have two, it's completely up to you. I have peppermint and strawberry natural extract, and that's flavouring. It'll just make it smell nice. You can leave it as it is if you like the scent of the soap that you bought, or you can buy one of these and just make it smell festive and Christmassy. So I'm going to be using peppermint. You will need a dish that can be microwaved, so you will need to check with your parents or read the instructions. You don't want to put one in there that can't be microwaved and ruin it. You'll also need, here I've got an ice cube tray, and it's got Santa stockings, Christmas presents, snowman and candy canes. You can have any shape that you want. I would advise getting the silicone shapes just because it'll be easier to get the soaps out when they're done. You'll also need some kind of sticks. You could use a wooden skewer or even a knife or a fork if you really needed to. We've got a spoon, and that's just to stir the soap as it's melting. And here we have a chopping board and knife, which will just help us cut up the soap so that it melts quicker. So the first thing you're going to do is take a piece of your soap, so just 1 bar of soap, pop it onto your chopping board, and you're just going to chop it into small pieces. This is definitely the part where you should probably ask a parent or somebody to help you. You're just going to take your knife and cut it up into small chunks. Now this is a step you don't have to do because you could pop your soap in as it is, but this will just make it melt a bit quicker. It smells really good. And this doesn't need to be perfect, so don't worry if you get little tiny bits and big chunks. It really doesn't matter. Once it's all cut up like this, you're just going to pop it into your Pyrex dish. So just bring the dish a bit closer so you can see. Pop all of the soap in. And now I'm going to pop this into the microwave. It'll go on for about 10 seconds at a time, and I will take it out and check it every single time. Once it starts to melt, take your spoon and you're just going to stir it until it's melted. So I will go ahead and do this, and then I'll be able to give you an idea of how long it takes. So my soap was in the microwave for about 90 seconds at 10-second intervals, and as you can see, it has melted. Now I'm just going to swap spoons because that one's a bit too floppy to mix it. I will add that I did add a bit of water, so I just covered the bottom of the soap with water so that it could boil and melt it a bit quicker. If you are going to melt soap, read the instructions on the packet because you don't want to put any soap that contains any kind of metals into your microwave, and I know some soaps do. So just make sure that you read the instructions first. Now if you just take a look, you can see it's all melted together as just big clumps. So here I'm going to go and add some peppermint and mix it all in together. And you can add as much or as little as you want depending on the scent that you want. It smells very Christmassy. Now I'm just going to give it a good mix. Depending on how long your soap was in the microwave, it might be a bit hot, so be careful when you do handle it. I don't want you to get burnt. that smells just about right for my soaps. So now what I'm going to do is take my tray and take the spoon, and you do need to make sure it's cold enough to handle at this point, and you're just going to push it into your mould with your fingers. You can use a spoon if you want, but I don't think you'd be able to get it into all of the little holes that you need to without using your fingers. So it's time to get messy. When you're happy that you're having soap in every little section, you're going to try and get some of the soap off your fingers, and then take your stick and push down into all of the moulds, because you don't want any big bubbles in there. So just pierce all of them. A big lump in that one, so we'll just pull that out. And then you're just going to take a bit more soap and fill in where you've just made the holes. Like so. Now we're just going to leave this harden for a couple of minutes, and then we'll come back, take the excess off the mould, and then it'll be time to decorate the soaps. As you can see, I've taken a bit of the middle of soap out. I'm leaving some on only because I'll be able to take it all off once it's set. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate my soaps. To do that, you're going to take some food colouring. So here I've got green, there's red there, so you could use any colour. And we're going to take a stick, and I'm just going to pour a drop on each one. I think a drop may be too big for some of them, so if that's the case, you can always just take a drop off one and pop it onto another. And this doesn't have to be exact, so don't worry if it's not perfect. I'm just going to put little bits on different ones, and then you can use your stick and just push it into the soap. And that means as you're using the soap, or as your guest is using the soap, the colour will go all the way through, so it's not just going to be on the underneath. Just push down on your soaps. And you can make swirl patterns if you want to. You can just push it down and move it around. I think I'm going to leave mine like that, but then on the top I'm just going to make it go a bit further around the soap. And don't worry if it looks a bit messy right now, it will look fine once it's all done. Now you need to leave it set fully, which will take a couple of hours, so I'll come back and show you an update once it's all set nicely. I've popped out a few of these little soaps, they're now all set, and as you can see they are super cute. So we have Father Christmas, and on the bottom he's got a bit of green in him, and that runs through the middle of the soap. So as you're using it, you will start to see a bit of the green come through. And to pop these out, all you do is simply just push from the bottom, and your little soap will come out easily, like that. That one's really cute, it's a little snowman. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and come back tomorrow where we'll do some other fun videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.